This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Winborn versus Winborn. I noticed that you've been together 3 years. It's a 16-year age difference. You've been married 2 months. Why are you not honeymooning and you're here in my court? What is this?
I'm here today because I know that Demetrius is cheating on me. We've only been together a short time and we are newlyweds. He disappears all the time without any excuses as to where he's going. And if he's cheating, I'm leaving.
Mr. Winborn, what are you here to prove?
I'm here to prove today that I love my wife. I'm not a cheater. And since our marriage, I'm here to be committed to her. And I'm here to prove myself today that I'm not cheating, Your Honor.
Okay, you're smiling at me and she hasn't cracked her lips except to talk. She looks angry. She looks hurt. So what is it?
I'm smiling, Your Honor, because it's not true. That's why.
He's smiling because he doesn't take it seriously. He lives his life like a single man. And I married him. And now he still lives his life like a single man.
So how did you meet?
Well, my girlfriend had a luau and it was her boyfriend's birthday party. And I was just drug out of bed to go and set up, for the kids and the adults. And the thing about it that's funny is when I met him, I told him, I was like, you need to get out of my face, baby, little baby, whatever. Because all the other guys were like a little bit younger at the party because my girlfriend's boyfriend was younger. And he was like, we're around the same age. So I assumed he talked to my girlfriend and he knew how old I was, but he told me that he thought I was in my early 30s, or mid-20s when he met me.
Good answer.
I thought it was a great answer, so.
So, I gotta ask, just man to man, did you know you were chasing a cougar?
No, I did not, Your Honor. I did not. And regardless of the age difference doesn't matter to me. It was the whole point that we had a great conversation, we both enjoyed each other, and we fell in love. And that's what makes me committed to her right now.
Yeah. Now, your wife's concern is that you may not have been ready to settle down. And she's convinced that you're still cheating.
I am because we're lying in the bed and I get an alert from his phone. And then I have this woman that pops up asking him if he can pay a bill for her.
Mr. Winborn, who was this asking you to pay a bill for them?
It was an old friend of mine, Your Honor.
How old?
Years, Your Honor.
But you said you didn't know her.
And I was quite surprised when she did contact me because she didn't even have my phone number. She had to reach out to me on Facebook. Even when that night did happen, she woke me up in the middle of the night and said, somebody's asked for money. Now I'm like, I don't know who's asking for money because I did not know.
Well,
I didn't wake him up.
I get hit up for money almost every day. All right. Either from son number 1, son number 2, son number 3, sometimes all 3 in the same day.
Yes.
But I have to say, if I got hit up for money from some old friend, that will cause a problem.
I would be real tight. Real tight.
Real tight.
And I what?
I was tight too, Your Honor, because I won't send the money.
I was tight because he denied knowing them. He even had time where, he went for 3 days, missing for 3 days. Supposed to be gone to a family member's house to help with the yard sale. Yard sales are typically Saturdays. Everybody knows this in the South, So he's gone for 3 days and we're talking on the phone. I tell him, were you out having a yard sale, but you're talking on the phone, FaceTime me. I wanted to see. I told him I just wanted to see how it was going. He FaceTime me and then his ex pops around the front of the camera, hi, So, and not only that, he's in a bedroom. He's in a bedroom, not out in a yard with a table full of yard sale items. He's sitting up in the bed.
Okay, wait.
Yeah,
wait. Hold on. I want to make sure I got this, because I'm going to talk to you. You can believe that.
I got something to say.
All right. So your spouse has gone to help a family with a yard sale.
Yeah.
While you're FaceTiming, so you looking at each other.
Right.
Into the picture comes his ex-girlfriend.
Yes.
And she's like, hey.
And then he hung up on me.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Winborn, I have 2 questions for you.
Wait.
I gotta answer this.
Okay, go ahead.
I gotta ask this.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I gotta ask this. 1, why was your ex there at the yard sale? But the big question is, why would you FaceTime your wife with your ex right there?
There was no real yard sale. Your Honor, I honestly believe
I want him to answer.
See, Your Honor, she's not telling you all the details of that
I don't
day
have 'em.
and how everything went down.
Did you FaceTime your wife with your ex nearby?
I FaceTimed her and my ex showed up. So it won't be saying that I went to my ex to try to spend time over there. That's why I FaceTime her, so she could see.
Hold on.
So she could see there's nothing extra going on.
So
That's
you
not-
FaceTime her to show there's nothing going on. There's
course
nothing.
not.
I'm where I said I was. I'm doing what I said I was going to do. And I just want to check, see how you're doing.
Okay, are you concerned that he slept with his ex?
I'm definitely concerned. He lies about everything else, dealing with all of his exes. I'm really concerned that he slept with her. We moved to another city and we were getting our house ready. I've gotten us jobs, everything. You know, we go to clean out the car. This boy got a phone hid underneath where you keep your tire in the car. Wait, that's not all. He's got boots, his work boots. He got a phone tucked down in the boot behind his socks. He got an iPad.
No.
He got an iPad rolled up in the trunk, in the clothes. It's supposedly like, a shirt that he used to clean the car. He got it rolled up in the car. And all these are active and on the same service.
You have phones and devices that your wife doesn't know about?
See, Your Honor, what she's not telling you is that before I had my mom's phone, because she gave me a phone to use because my original phone she broke, smashed, threw out the window.
Messages from other
Okay, but wait.
We ain't talking about that.
We
you ain't answer the question.
We're talking about you're running around like Inspector Gadget with all these different phones tucked in different places. So why do you have these extra
Because
devices in your trunk
that
of your
extra
car?
phone, Your Honor, I had was not even mine. It was my
wasn't
mom's
just
phone. I did
one.
not want her to
It
break
wasn't
that
just
phone
one
like she
phone.
broke my phone. I can't afford iPhones like that.
Okay,
But
so
you
to
had
keep
two.
your mom's phone from
I had
being
one.
broke.
Two.
I had one.
Two. He had
I-
one.
Hold on,
not a
Miss
phone.
Winborn, hold on. So to keep your mom's phone from being broken,
Yeah, I
you
could-
put it in the trunk
Yeah, when we
under
got
the tire?
when we were I wasn't able to give it back to her. I did not want her to know about that phone because I didn't want her to break that phone.
Your car does have a glove compartment, right? It
Yeah.
has a center console, right?
What about the
Any number of
what about
places
the
that you can
iPad?
keep the phone
What about
to
the
keep it from
iPad?
being broken, right?
You're right.
Okay, why underneath the spare tire in the trunk of your car?
So she went, look in the glove box, grabbed her phone, and throw it out the window like she did my phone because she gets mad because she didn't know about the phone.
No.
Mr. Winborn, I get to hear a lot of stories up here.
I best believe you do.
If you had a nickel for every one of the stories you
He'd be
telling,
rich.
you'd be a millionaire.
He'd be rich.
You'd be a millionaire.
He'd
Well, my
be
pockets
rich.
don't show it.
He'd be rich.
My pockets do not show it.
He would
Okay,
be rich.
all right, so that explains the phone. What do you use the iPad for?
Just to play my games. on.
FaceTime.
Just to
Okay,
beat the
that's the
screen.
problem. She
Just-
thinks
just
you're
to play
playing
my games
games.
'cause it's
Are you
on
playing
my
games?
phone.
That's what we're trying to get to. Are you playing games?
Video games, yeah.
He's
Are you playing games other than video games?
Yes.
No.
Miss Winborn,
No.
are you playing games other than video games? That's what we want to know.
I'm just playing video games.
This is what I'm saying. If I had done one of the things to him that he'd done to me, he told me himself he'd be gone. So you have enough sense of self and self-preservation to know you don't want this done to you. It doesn't take a rocket scientist not to do it to anybody else.
So we have a winter-summer romance here, marriage. We want to know, based on your life experience, but as someone who unfortunately has experienced cheating, been cheated upon, what are some of the things that you see as signs? What are your cues that something's amiss?
There are several signs.
Okay.
The first sign being sex. The rhythm changes in a relationship. You know, when you first start out, you're going like rabbits.
All right.
And then as it winds down, sex starts to dissipate. Okay?
Okay, so has the sex life changed?
Oh, it changes. It changed and changes again and changes. I can tell when he's not been at a yard sale.
Yeah, Your Honor. It's based off on her mood. If she's in that attitude that night, I'm on the other side because she chooses that.
Okay, but I mean, you
Which
guys
is
have
not
only been
bad.
married for 2 months. I mean, you
Yeah.
probably shouldn't even be leaving the bedroom at this stage.
I mean, and that's the way I feel, and that's the thing. Like, it's like I'm high energy, and I'm extremely about, bonding, but sometimes it's like, when it's not there. Like, you can tell. I can tell when it's not there.
Well, Your Honor, first of all, if you treat a boy like a boy, he's gonna act like a boy.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you treat him...
Oh, I I wanna say something about that.
Because as men, we want to be, we want to be treated as men.
You want to be the head of your household.
Right.
And every time he's dumbed down to be one of the kids.
Right.
Now he looks like he's dealing with his mom.
Right.
Because we forget how we got there to begin with. Whatever you did to get it, baby, you got to stay there to keep it.
Right.
And in this case, she's afraid of an ex. She's concerned about an ex.
She should be.
Oh.
She really should be. Because in actuality, the ex is on his level. And you're pushing him to her level, back down to her level. Because you are afraid and insecure. Some of these signs had to already be there. You just chose to ignore them because as older women, we feel like we can change a man. He's got to grow there.
Right.
He's got to get there.
Right.
Thank you so much.
So now we've got this marriage on the line. You've got some concerns you've expressed. So to get to the bottom of this, the court has ordered a polygraph test, and we have the result. All right, Ron, would you please escort Mr. Kendall Scholl of Kendall Investigations into the courtroom? Yes, sir. Right. You performed a polygraph examination on Mr. Winborn, is that correct?
I did, Your Honor.
Right. Mr. Winborn was asked.
In May 2017, the day your wife saw your ex on FaceTime, did you have sex with your ex? What was his response?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined he was truthful.
He's turning out to be the man that you thought he was, the man you fell in love with.
Yep.
We have one more
We have
question.
one more question. Mr. Winborn was asked, did you have sexual contact with your ex from July 2016 to now? What was his response to that question?
He said no. The lie detector determined that he was deceptive.
Mr. Winborn, sexual contact with your ex from July 2016 to now. Did you have sexual contact with your ex?
No, did not.
So, Mr. Scholl, when you do the polygraph examination, how do you define sexual contact?
We go over, Your Honor, exactly what sexual contact is. Kissing, passionate kissing, a mere hug to somebody, a mere kiss on the cheek is not sexual contact.
Would you please explain your credentials as a polygraph examiner to Mr. Winborn?
Mr. Winborn, I was the former head of the entire FBI's polygraph program in Washington, D.C. for the FBI.
So it's safe to say this is not your first rodeo.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Winborn, this is not his first rodeo. So I'm going to ask you one more time. Did you have sexual contact, not just intercourse, sexual contact with your ex at any point from July 2016 to now?
Yes, Your Honor.
What sexual contact did you have with your ex?
It was a time period when I had a family member that passed away, and I was with her at that time, and she gave me a passionate hug and kissing, and that was it, Your Honor.
I knew he had spent the night with her.
You already knew?
He lied about it.
Tell him how you feel right now.
I feel like every time I've asked him about her, he lies. I feel like he's been lying. I already knew in my gut.
You two have been together for 6 years, are engaged, you have 3 children together, but you are not going to the altar if your fiancé is cheating. Would you share with the court why you are here?
I want to prove if Robert is cheating.
Okay.
He's done it in the past, and he's doing it now. His behavior has not changed not once. He can leave for 12 to 14 hours and not come back till the next morning at 9 o'clock in the morning.
So you believe that he's going out, staying out all day and all night, cheating.
Yes.
You about to come over that podium and tell me about it. Woo, okay. All right, Mr. Wright, she ready to jump all over this. What do you have to say?
All the allegations that she accused me of is not true. I'm let you know I have business to conduct, so that's all.
So you got a barbecue pit, you make ribs?
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. And you didn't bring a rib up in here.
Yeah.
I got a lot of ribs. But
And that's what people call you about.
I'm the rib man. That's what they call me for.
And that's why you out all times of the day and night, because you're trying to make this business go.
I got to get this. I got to plan, preparate, and get this and execute this. Make sure everything is right. Every customer and clientele is being treated fairly, and get their certain amount of ribs per person.
The problem is, Miss Wilson thinks you serving up more than ribs. That's
I'm his manager.
Yes.
You're the manager?
I'm his manager.
So you know what he's doing.
Exactly.
You trying to support what he's doing.
Exactly.
So the problem you have it in
So how they
his
calling
rib
your phone when
business-
they calling my phone? When they supposed to call my phone because I'm your manager.
Oh.
And
So why they calling him instead of calling you to get the deal done?
Can I stop you right now, please, Your Honor?
Well, when you say it like
Can
that, yes.
I slow it down, please? They called me because she be having attitude with some of my clientele, because some of them be women, you know. And
They seem a little tight about it.
She have attitude with him sometimes. She think they, you know what I mean, might be interested in me or whatever, and whatnot, you know. But I don't even think that's the scenario, you know.
Well, okay, Miss Wilson, do you get a little tight with the ladies that are calling for ribs?
I might.
you might, yeah.
Sometimes.
Well,
I can admit that. I might sometimes. Sometimes I might get, but I know, though, I'm not boo-boo the fool. I know when a female is trying to talk to my fiancé.
See, there it is.
And the reason you get tight about it is because he has cheated in the past.
Yes.
Okay, what happened?
A woman sent the video to my phone on top of Robert.
And she sent it to your phone?
Yes, so I called her and I asked her, maybe you have the wrong number, do you have the wrong number or something? She said, no, I've been having sex with your fiancé.
Now, wait. This video she sent, could you clearly see Mr. Wright? And that wasn't you on top of it.
It wasn't me on top of him, and he told me it wasn't him either.
All right, Mr. Wright.
He went with the classic.
What's the
this
classic?
This is a classic. It's an oldie, but it's sometimes a goodie.
All right, what's that, love?
Wasn't me.
But I see you.
Wasn't me.
But I'm looking at your face.
That's not me.
I know what you look like. That's you.
No, that's not me.
Would you look at this? Isn't that you?
No, that's not me.
Okay,
Hairline was different.
Mr. Wright, how you gonna have a video of you with this woman on top of you?
To tell you the truth?
Please.
Please tell the truth.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna tell you the truth. The truth is, I really wasn't interested in her like that. It was just more beneficial. She know I like nice things in life, you know. I like to look good, smell good, eat good, you know. So she took care of that, you know.
So you took care of her and she took care of you. And so because of this cheating in the past and what's happened, tell me about why you think he's cheating now. What are the warning signs?
For example, Robert, he started an argument because it wasn't any ice in the freezer. Okay, so I'm like, you couldn't put it in there yourself. You couldn't put the ice in the freezer. You can't do it.
Ice
and
is
he
not
was
a
like,
difficult
well,
one.
I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave then. So he left until 9 o'clock the next morning.
Well, how long was he gone?
For about 12 to 14 hours.
All right, so when he comes back, I bet you had smoke coming out your ears.
Yeah, I did, but I calmed myself and I was like, you know, where were you? And he said just like this. I was in Phoenix, Arizona with my homeboy.
And where do you live?
Fresno, California.
You submitted a map to the court.
Yes. Yes, I
We calculated how far it is from point A, home, to point B, downtown Phoenix, and that is 592 miles, 8 hours and 34 minutes one way.
did. Yes.
So for him to get back home, he would have needed another 8 hours and 34 minutes.
And that's just if he went, stopped, nodded his head twice, got back, and drove back straight.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. It would still take him 17 hours. So you clearly figured out he was not in Phoenix.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Where
He
were
was
you?
not in Phoenix, Arizona.
Tell you the truth?
No, please tell the truth.
Yeah.
You want the truth?
The whole
We
truth.
want nothing but the
truth.
Help me God.
Yes.
So I went to Arizona to meet a friend and I actually came right back. That was the truth. I did go to Arizona.
It was a physical impossibility. Mr. Wright,
drove all the way
This
to
is a
Phoenix to get some
half-baked
tools.
trip. You are not telling us the whole story. So what did you do on this trip? And moreover, who did you do on this trip?
I didn't do anyone on the trip. And what I did do is I went on a trip, I took the tools, I came back, you know. Actually, it didn't take that long because I didn't go all the way, went halfway, came back, and then I went to my cousin's house to play the game, video games.
This is a half-baked story, like a half-cooked rib. This story doesn't make sense.
Go ahead,
at
let
all.
it out.
This is your time to clear the decks. If you gonna make it right,
Yeah.
Mr. Wright,
Yes,
you need to speak the truth
Yes.
and the whole truth.
yes.
So who did you see beside the person, this man? What woman did
and
you
your
see?
cousin.
And
Who
your
else
cousin.
did you see?
I was thinking about story. I'm saying
All right.
what happened. That was it.
Miss Wilson, have you found anything that makes you think he's cheating currently?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
I found blue panties in his car.
All right, so you found some woman's panties a size small.
Yes. Those are the pennies right there, and he told me it was from him taking his homegirl washing, and she left that one pair of panties in his car under the seat.
Oh, hold on.
Under the seat.
Under the seat.
So,
And they was filthy.
ew.
And so that we're clear, Miss Wilson, those are not your panties.
Those are not mine.
And those happen to fall out in the
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
And not only did they fall out, they fell out and then rolled under the seat.
Because she left just that one pair.
Just that one pair.
And you know underwear known to roll.
Yeah. Mr. Wright,
I have to clarify that. She's making it seem like I'm a bad guy. No.
No, you making you seem like you a bad guy.
No, I'm gonna clarify that.
Okay, go ahead.
What happened? My friend called me. She was in stress, like she needed a ride, like real bad, and her ride didn't come for her. So I went over there and gave her a ride, and she was washing her clothes, but she didn't have enough money for all her clothes to get washed, so she had some dirty clothes still, and they were just all overflowing in her bag, you know. I dropped her off. She might have fell. The pennies might have dropped and fell under there or something. I don't know.
So she dropped just one pair of
I guess
panties.
those was on the top
one
of the bag. That was on top of the bag, so they fell off. I
You
didn't
don't
do
believe a
anything.
word he's saying, do you, Miss Wilson?
I ain't
I
do
really
anything.
don't.
Have you found anything else to make you think Mr. Wright is cheating?
Yeah, empty condom wrapper in his car.
Your car is a hotbed.
yeah.
Because that's what he stay in. His car is his doghouse.
So tell me about what you found and how you found
I
it.
found the empty condom wrapper in the car. Me and Robert, we were getting ready to leave. And I was looking for my phone because I dropped my phone in between the seat. And I'm digging on the side. I'm like, I can't get it. So I pull it up. I'm thinking it's my phone. It's an empty condom wrapper. I can't use condoms. I'm allergic to latex.
So they not for you,
They not for me.
okay?
He told me he let his homeboy have sex in his car.
It's like a car B&B.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Boys in business. Or bad boys in business.
Yeah.
What does this conversation look like when...
Want me to tell you exactly how I look? I'll tell
yeah.
you exactly how I look. I'm here. I'm me. He him. He's standing right here. Hey, bro, after we chill and stuff, you know, after we have a couple of drinks, you know, I want to go pick up my friend. Is it cool if I use your car? Because my car actually is in the shop. So that's how I
To
look.
pick up your friend or hook up with a friend?
Yeah, he was going to hook up with his friend. We're family. We're like family, you know. He makes sure you clean up after yourself, you know. But obviously, he didn't clean up all the way after herself. And she came and found the condom and thought it was me, you know. Not cool to put it on me. It's this guy's. You know what I'm saying?
It's her side, it's his side, and it's the friend's side.
Yeah.
The friend is here. We're gonna get some testing.
Yeah, bring him in.
Well, I hope they took a lie detector test because him and his friend is best friends. They do stuff together.
Nah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
How are you, sir?
How you doing?
thank you for being here today, sir. Would you state your name, please, for the court?
Andrew Morgan.
And what is your relationship to Mr. Wright?
That's my cousin, best friend.
Mr. Morgan, you've heard the allegations that have been made against Mr. Wright about his cheating. What do you know about that?
Robert's not a cheater. Yeah.
Okay. Now, everybody here would expect you as his
Lord
best friend to
Jesus.
say that.
It's
But
true.
we've heard some specific allegations that Ms. Wilson has made. For example, that she found an empty condom wrapper in his car.
Yeah. It ended up in there because I did have sex in the car, but I didn't use this car just to have sex in. I used this car to go to the store, and a female that I was dealing with at the time, she called me up and she got in the car and we were talking, and one thing led to another, and we was in the back seat, and
There it is.
and that's what happened. I knocked it out the park.
You knocked it out the park.
Yeah.
Here's what's causing me some concern, because Mr. Wright said that you and he were talking and you said, yeah, I'm going to go pick up a girl. You just testified that you were out going to the store and a female hit you up.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
So which one of you is telling the truth?
We both telling the truth.
No.
Yeah.
Whose condom wrapper was it that Ms. Wilson found in Mr. Wright's car?
It was mine. I left it.
So this is a family thing.
No, it's not. It's a real thing. That's why I left the condom wrapper inside the.
So he telling
car.
the truth and you telling the truth.
both
Both
telling
stories
the truth.
can't be.
Well, Mr. Cutler, I think we have enough testimony. It smells like bad ribs cooking. So rather continue a really old sausage, something is going awry.
My ribs is good.
So what we have, Mr. Cutler, is a pair of mystery women's underwear found in Mr. Wright's car under the seat. We have a empty condom wrapper, and then we have that he disappeared and was going to Arizona and back.
And all of it looks suspicious.
Every bit of it, every single bit of it. And Miss Wilson has said, if he's cheating, she's done.
And the relationship is over.
The relationship is over.
This court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court would like to hear from former military interrogator and expert Lena Cisco to determine, is he cheating? Ron, would you escort Ms. Cisco in?
Get ready, wipe the sweat, get ready. Cause I want my wedding ring back.
How are you, Miss Cisco?
I am well, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm great. Tell us what you did to investigate this case.
I first had the accused write a witness statement, and I analyzed that statement for any indicators of both truthfulness and deception. And then I interrogated Mr. Wright to see if he has been cheating.
What were your initial findings?
During our interview, he was very open. He answered all of my questions, and he admitted that he lied to his fiancée about the blue panties because he was covering up for his cousin. He also admitted that the condom that was found in his car was not his. And I do not believe that he traveled to Arizona to meet a female to have sexual relations.
All right.
Told you I was right about Arizona.
Did you learn anything else during your interview?
Yes, I did, Your Honor. I learned a lot more. Mr. Wright did tell me that he cannot see himself with anyone else other than his fiancée. However, he also told me that he is still cheating on her, and the reason why he hasn't told her is to spare her feelings because he does not want to hurt her.
I thought you weren't gonna tell nobody.
With one woman or more than one woman?
Multiple women.
Multiple women.
Yes, Your
If
Honor.
I can come across this podium on you, I would.
So, just to be clear,
Yes, Your Honor.
he admitted to you that he has had sex with multiple women since he's been with his fiancée.
Yes, Your Honor.
And
And is still doing so.
Yes, Your Honor.
I gave him my everything. I really love this man to death. I will do anything for him. This ain't right. This ain't right. I can see if it was back then or you done cheated on me before, okay. But that right there, that was the icing on the cake.
But the fact that it's still currently going on, that's too much for you to bear?
It's too much. I don't even wanna deal with him no more. I'm done.
If you allow me to prove myself and accept me, I mean, I can't say that happened overnight, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna keep it 100. But I could try my best. And
Mr. Wright, you are past asking somebody to wait for you to get right. If she's that kind of loyal, that kind of I'm in it to win it, she deserves a man to be there with her. Not somebody who's gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try to do better.
You all have been together for 17 years. You've been engaged for 12 years. And Mr. Samuels, what you've seen over the last year or so has made you concerned about whether this relationship can even go forward. Is that right?
Absolutely.
All right, you've initiated this case today. Tell us why.
I believe that for the past year that Missy's been cheating on me. Things ain't the same at home. She's being secretive, kind of. You know, she goes to the store, she's gone for a while, and our household is kind of on the line with this because if she's cheating on me, you know, I'm ready to sell the house. I'm ready to walk away from her. You know, I've resorted. I don't sleep in the house anymore. I sleep in the garage on an air mattress. There's a big age difference between us, 12 years, and so. You know, it's like when we were younger and got together, I told her that, you know, as time gets on, I get older, you know, she might get kind of tired of me because I'm getting to be an old guy. And I feel like that, you know, today might be that day.
All right, and so you all have been together for a long time, but if the results of today's proceeding determine that she's cheating, you're going to throw it all away?
I am throwing it all away.
Well, there's a lot of resolve there. But it seems like it's a lot of hurt. How are you feeling?
I feel hurt. I feel like everything that we've worked for is just throw it out the window. I feel like if she's cheated, why should I carry on anything?
Ms. Lankford, what are you here to prove today?
I'm here to prove that I did not cheat. He has done nothing but tell me I'm a liar, I'm a cheater. I just want my family back to the way it used to be, back to normal. And it's just breaking us.
So it's something really at risk here.
For the last year or so, you've had some concerns. What were the warning signs?
More or less her phone activity, things on her phone that says, like there's certain parts on her phone in her settings that you can see how much megabytes things use, and her uninstalled apps was real high on the list. She kind of became a little distance from me. Conversations like on Facebook kind of thing. There's a secret conversation area. I turn it off on her phone. I get in it a couple days later. It's turned on. She had up to, you know, she's got a few Facebooks.
I mean, she has more than one page or identity on social media?
Yeah.
What's going on your phone? Why do you have all these apps and secret conversations?
Uninstalled apps.
What is that? Why is that?
Well, the apps, I have a baby. She likes to play games on my phone. So she will download her games. The storage gets kind of full, so I delete her apps. He has also put apps on my phone that I've had to delete.
Well, okay. That's sort of an explanation, but I've been watching, looking at you, looking at Mr. Samuels. Have you noticed how nervous he is? I mean, he's rubbing his hands, he's gripping, I mean, literally gripping that podium. Do you see how whatever is going on in your world is affecting him?
Oh, yeah, it's affecting everybody.
And you see this?
Oh, yes.
And you know what he's accusing you of? Mm-hmm. Are you cheating on Mr. Samuel?
No, I'm not.
Are you absolutely sure?
I'm 100% sure.
I have lived this for a whole year. This is nothing. I've completely did away with my entire life. I think of nothing but this. I've been fired from my job. I've neglected my kids, my household. I do nothing but try and catch her cheating.
This is just kind of taking over your life.
You're consumed by it.
Consumed 100%. I'm positive she's cheating on me.
So given that you've spent the year and have been consumed by it, what have you found that makes you believe this?
I have, I've recorded her. I put recorders in my cars, her cars. I put recorders in my house. I put recorders in my garage.
Have you picked up anything with these
absolutely.
recorders? What have you picked up?
I've picked up several times another man being in the truck with her, sexual activities in the truck.
How did you know it was sexual activity?
I've been with her for 17 years. I know what she sounds like.
Oh.
You know?
So, Mr. Samuels, how did you record her? How did you catch her? What
got me going on most of it was this one day I'd come home from work, I believe on lunch, and she had to go to the doctor in physical therapy. So we part ways. It didn't dawn on me then. A coworker that was working with me had left for the same amount of time. And so I get back home, and you know, I got cameras around my house too. I check my cameras, And I see that some of the timings might not be working out right, and so I get her phone, and I go into her timeline on your maps, and the times that she's telling me she's at physical therapy, her map timelines is telling me she's down here in a hotel. And so...
And you see this in her phone?
Yeah, I see it in her phone.
Because you're tracking where she's going.
I'm figuring out where she's going.
Ms. Lankford, please tell me they're not doing physical therapy at a hotel.
Well...
She was in physical therapy, all right.
Mr. Cutler, there's all kinds of physical therapy going on at hotels, but not the kind we're thinking about.
It did show up on my timeline, my Google timeline, that I was at that location. Before I went to physical therapy. Yes.
Okay.
Before I went to physical therapy, I had a few errands to run. So I drove past this hotel to get on the expressway. Okay, your phone will pick up Wi-Fi signals from businesses around. When you're driving by, they try to pick up that signal.
True.
So I believe my phone had picked up that signal as I was getting on the expressway because it's right by each other.
Okay, wait a minute, hold on. Did you say that the map showed she'd been there 48 minutes?
Her map showed that she was there for 15 minutes.
For 15 minutes. Okay, all right.
How long did it show she was at the hotel?
About 48 minutes or so-ish.
At the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
So it wouldn't show, even though it may pick up the Wi-Fi, it's not gonna show that you are stationary there for 48 minutes. It might even show for 5 minutes. If that were the case, every time you went by a Wi-Fi, it would show you were there for an hour or 2 hours. So what it does is it pings, but it keeps going if you don't stay. So why did it show you were there for almost 48 minutes?
I think it's a glitch. We was running down the expressway together. It says that on his timeline, he was at the airport when we was together, and I know he wasn't. So it does glitch. And we have been together and shown, you know, it does do that.
So, you know, that is possible. Glitches are possible. Did that happen with your phone? It showed you at the airport?
It did happen, and I agree that it does glitch up from time to time. Had it just been her. But then when this other person comes to my house, and I tell them what's going on, his wife is accusing him of the same thing at the same hotel. And so I get his phone, and there it is. He's there at the same hotel at the same time.
It was no.
And so this is a friend of yours?
It was not the same time. They was different times.
Okay, wait a minute, hold up, because I want to be clear about this. You're saying that a gentleman friend of yours, his wife is accusing him of cheating, and it comes out that he was at the same hotel on the same day at the same time.
Yes.
And that's when you were like, hold up, were y'all two together? In your mind, they were together.
Right.
What are the chances that would happen is what you're thinking?
My point.
Beyond coincidence.
Exactly.
So, and Ms. Lankford, you're saying it wasn't the same day?
It wasn't, the timing wasn't the same.
But it was the same day?
Yes.
But you're saying the timing didn't link up?
Right.
So couldn't that have been a glitch? I mean, you all could have been there at the same time, but a glitch would make it look like you weren't there at the same time.
Right, but I went to my appointment, my physical therapy, and I got a paper saying I was here at this time, and I have to be at that appointment for at least an hour to hour and 15 minutes. So they wrote me this paper saying that I was there for an hour to hour and 15 minutes, but they can't give the time out because I only sign in. You don't sign out.
Right. And Mr. Samuels says that the data he saw on your phone shows that you were at physical therapy for 15 minutes. So you could have gone to physical therapy, signed in, they don't sign you out, and then you go to the hotel where the data in your phone also shows you were for 48 minutes.
That's what he says.
Hold on. Could it be a glitch?
It could be a glitch. Anything's possible.
Okay.
But a glitch with the very friend, I mean, he's got the concerns about who's there at the same time.
Was he there for the same amount of time?
Yep, same amount of time. And the thing is, with that timeline, you can edit the time that you are actually there, because the second time I saw him and looked at his phone, his time has changed. So I thought I was wrong.
Oh, okay.
But you can actually edit your own time. I can say I was here from 4 to 5 instead of 1 to 3.
So your belief is it wasn't a glitch. It was actually
not a glitch. It was actually 100% dead on the money.
And that this is maybe the man that she's having this affair with.
I suspect.
And Ms. Lankford, is your testimony here today in this court that you are not cheating on Mr. Samuels?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's your testimony?
That's my testimony.
All right, love. Well, we got quite a bit of evidence here. We have the fact that Mr. Samuels checked Miss Lankford's GPS on the day she was late from PT, and it showed that she was at a hotel for 48 minutes and that a male friend who's also being accused on the same day was at the same hotel at the same time for the same amount of time. And the final thing is that he has concerns about her digital activity. Apps are missing, apps aren't installed, things are deleted, secret messaging is going on, and he changes it and it comes back. And so for all of these reasons, Mr. Samuels believes that she's cheating, and he has testified that if she is, he's selling the house and moving on with his life. He is done.
Because Mr. Samuels has so many concerns about Ms. Lankford and her use of the phone and her cheating, this court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court will call certified cyber forensics expert Gus Demetrellis to determine, is she cheating? Please escort Mr. Demetrellis in.
How are you, sir?
Good morning, Your Honors.
It's good to see you.
You too.
Tell us what you did to investigate this case.
I conducted a full examination on Miss Lankford's phone. The examination recovers all deleted and non-deleted artifacts, including internet history, pictures, videos, applications, and any text messaging. The task was to uncover any cheating that Miss Lankford was responsible for.
All right.
You say deleted and undeleted.
Yes, Your Honor, both of them.
So even if someone tries to get rid of something, you can find it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So did you find anything suspicious?
I did.
Okay, tell us about that.
Earlier, Miss Lankford was explaining how the applications she offloaded were primarily games for her children.
Yes.
That was not entirely true. There were 2 text messaging applications that she had subscriptions on, meaning username, password. The applications were installed on the phone and then later deleted.
Okay.
In this case, the 2 that she used are very common throughout the world for communicating with other individuals via text, video, phone, and sending pictures back and forth.
Did you find anything else interesting in her phone?
Yes, Your Honor. When speaking about deleted data, the internet history searches conducted by Ms. Lankford, all of them were deleted. Specifically, there was a search on internet where Ms. Lankford was searching for lie detector tests. And more specifically, couples court lie detector. In my opinion, when someone researches this area, they're looking to beat the system.
All right, were you searching about lie detectors, Miss Lankford?
No, I was not. He is on my phone more than I am. And I hand my phone over to him anytime he asks. He can have my phone. He takes my phone for the whole day. I have nothing to hide, and he knows that. He can take anything he wants, anytime. I go nowhere. I have no friends. You know, I've been in my house for over a year without a break, with 6, 7, 10 kids a day. I don't go anywhere.
Let me ask you, did you search for lie detectors on her?
I did not search for lie detectors from the couples court on her phone. No, I did not.
Did you search for lie detectors at all on her phone?
I have not. Never searched for lie detectors.
And speaking of lie detectors, this court will now call certified polygraph examiner Dave Lawrence. Ron, would you please escort Mr. Lawrence in? Mr. Lawrence. Go to the monitor. Good day, sir. How are you?
Just fine, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. You performed a polygraph examination on Ms. Lankford, correct?
I did.
You asked her a series of questions.
I did.
You asked Ms. Lankford, during your relationship with Mr. Samuels, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than Mr. Samuels? What was her response to that question?
She said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined she was being deceptive.
I'm done.
I told you.
No, I'm done. That is a lie. That is a lie.
Mr. Samuels, what's going through your mind right now?
I knew in my heart I didn't even need that lie detector test.
I see the tears in your eyes. It's okay. If there was ever a time to cry, this would be it, Mr. Samuels.
I don't know. I think I think maybe if we go get some counseling and things, you know, we might be able to work things out, you know?
And you're willing to do that?
Well, yeah, I mean, can't rip the kids' house up, you know, and ruin their life.
Because you have been so swallowed up by this, we want you to take the advice of a counselor so he can help you get back on the path so that you're whole. Because right now you are in 1,000 pieces. You can't be whole for her until you get yourself together.